It's so embarrassing that this might be like my favorite title I've ever made, man. It's listen, is it 8.9 on IMDb? No, but I think it's a 98 on Rotten Tomatoes, and I'll explain why. It's an intersection of Vine culture, aka overly always online culture. It's got broad global appeal because to understand the joke, you have to understand that Bocce, an Italian lawn bowling game, is also called bowls in Oceania. And then you have to know that King Botch said only a spoonful with a big spoon. Ergo, King Bocce said only a bowlsful, because what does a spoon go into? A bowl? It's elegant, man. It's not, you might say it's forced. I disagree. I think it's elegant. I think you're looking at it and it's like a Mobius strip. You can't figure out where it starts and where it stops. There's no edges. Only a bowlsful, man. Only a bowlsful. You wearing your Christian Louboutins? See the red on the bottom of your Christian Louboutins? Match my Ferrari and that's why she's gone? See, I understand you're a man and you're sick. You should play the lotto and try to get rich quick. She won't let your love turn her into a bum. What the frick you think she is, dumb? You know what I'm talking about? Anyone remember 50 Cent's freestyle on the top of the Frick You CeeLo Green remix? Anyone remember that? No. Sounds good, man. Sounds good. Nothing on my end. 50 sucks. I don't really think 50 sucks that much. You know, Get Rich or Die Trying was like it hit like an atom bomb when it came out, but also he's like an incredible tweeter. At least in the 2010s, he's an incredible tweeter. That one where he's like, I hate how my grandma keeps asking me to do chores. I'm rich. Why the hell am I taking out the garbage? And listen, the P. Diddy one where he said, you know that bike ain't got no seat. He probably shouldn't have said it. I don't know if I would feel comfortable making that joke, but it is really, really, really funny. It's incredibly funny. Thanks a lot, asshole. I got laughed out of the game store during Commander Night for claiming Ira Glass was in Yola Tango. Ira Glass was in Yola Tango, man. He left just before I Can Feel the Heart Beating as One came out. Autumn Sweater is literally about Ira Glass leaving the band, man. When I heard a knock at the door, couldn't catch my breath. I'm knocking on your door and this is Ira Glass with This American Life. What would happen if you shoved a light bulb where the sun don't shine? I can't do an Ira Glass impression, but that's kind of some shit that they say at this. And I love it. I listen to them. I save them up in a batch, and then I go on an airplane and I listen to like 8 episodes of This American Life in a row. You guys ever listen to the This American Life episode about the guy who took a tour of the pork processing plant and he saw a box of pork anuses labeled calamari? And the deep dive that they go through to figure out if restaurants and bars are serving pork anus disguised as calamari. And then they do a blind taste test and they're all like, well, like half of the dudes are like, this is definitely calamari. And then half of the dudes are like, this other one is definitely calamari. So I just decide, I mean, I don't eat that much calamari to begin with, but I don't really mind. My cat heard you talking and came running. Your cat is Brian Eno from Another Green World. Your cat is finding another place in the corner. Your cat's like, seriously, gonna waste the rest of their days. Doom, da, doom, doom. You know what I'm talking about? One day, you'll see, these dreams will pull you through my garden gate. Not really. You guys gotta listen to the 3 Enos. An Eno that is not, it doesn't have to be equally divided, but an Eno listener that is not at least well-versed in the 3 points of the Eno pyramid is not a complete Eno listener. You have the ambient Brian Eno, music for airports. You need that, okay? You have the art rock Brian Eno, or the glam rock Brian Eno. That's like needles in the camel's eye. You need a little bit of that. And then you need the art pop Brian Eno from Another Green World. And only by having a complete picture of the triumvirate can you understand that which exists at the middle, the man himself. Just saw the clip of you explaining the labor theory of value without knowing about it. You need to read Das Kapital. Honestly, brother, it sounds like I don't need to read Das Kapital. It sounds like I simply derived it from base principles and Bayesian priors. How do you feel about the inevitable end of capitalism due to labor value dropping to zero? I'm actually, it might surprise you. I'm with you, man. Not to pander, but like doing shit seems like it's not in an advantageous position versus like having shit right now. Like capital is OP compared to labor right now. It's all bullshit, man. Always has been? I don't know, maybe. I mean, back in like the year negative 10,000, doing shit was probably like really highly valued. You'd be like, okay, you got 6 blueberries. I'm doing shit. I took your blueberries. Labor beats capital in that situation, I suppose. Listen, being breaded is sick, but at the same time, it seems crazy that like, don't get me wrong, like it works. I'm being careful here, but it works out in my favor most of the time. But like, you can just put your money in like a CD and you're not really like doing anything for society, but you get like money back, like 3%. But then like a dude can come to your house and like clean your car. He's giving up like a little bit of his lifespan to clean your car. And you pay him with like money that you got for doing nothing. That doesn't seem right, man. I just traded you none of my life for some of yours. That's fucked up. I don't know if there's a fix for it, but I've just traded none of my time for some of your time. If anything, they should get me to write the foreword for the next edition. Marks, hit me up, bro. I would love Storybook Brawl, man. I would love to play Storybook Brawl on work calls right now. I would love to be trying to secure like $50 billion in venture capital funding, but not give them the time of day, just instead be playing Storybook Brawl. Oh, man. And they'd be like, he's so smart. Sorry, he's too smart to pay attention to his job. The only thing that can keep his attention is a video game. playing a 7.5 to 8.5 out of 10 video game. It's not his fault. He's too smart to listen to you. Check it out, man. 99, this is my era. Oh, yeah. I mean, it has like a Cruel Summer, but that's like a 97, 98. I'm going to stop you right there. Unless this is British, I'm 100% going to know it, but I don't know it yet. Yeah, this is Crazy by Britney Spears. So excited, I'm in too deep. Oh, crazy, but it feels alright. Baby, thinking of you keeps me up all night. Dee-dee-dee-dee. Wow. I was there, man. Where is this? You drive me crazy. From the movie of the same name, I think. Oh, you were muted the whole time. That's crazy. All right, here's what I heard. Here's what I heard. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm in too deep. Oh, crazy. But it feels alright. Baby, thinking of you keeps me up all night. And then she goes, wow. And you know what really, this is the layer that, because right now you're like, it kind of sounds like it's like you open up a Halloween gift card or something like that, like a greeting card. But then when you add this into it, that really brings it together. Oh. Yeah, and then yes. And then what are they doing with this? Just a nice little floaty layer on top. Okay, fair enough. But then... Oh... The fact they took out the bells is kind of crazy, though. Yeah, dude, you're not wrong. It's kind of like, this is the dream of Captain Jack Sparrow. I could totally see that. Yeah. That would fit over top really nicely. I wasn't thinking that at the time, because that song hadn't come out yet. But like, now that you mention it, there is a little bit of, they can fit like that. You know it's Max Martin, man. You know it's Max Martin. Isn't Max Martin a Swedish guy? It's such a funny name for a Swedish guy. Let's see what Max Martin looks like. I need a Max Martin? That's what Britney said, and what Britney said she got back then especially. Wow, that's not what I expected him to look like at all. He's like a Swedish Keith Urban, man. I don't know what I was expecting. I was expecting more of like a fashion designer look than like this, than Billy Ray Cyrus. Which is not a knock. I mean, he's got to be like close to 60, right? He's 54 years old. I mean, he looks good for a 54-year-old especially. I had no idea that like he looks like Keith Urban, man. 54 is younger than I thought. It's kind of crazy he was producing these Britney songs at like 28, man. He does have the silk Hulk Hogan hair. Yeah. She was singing them at like 16. Yeah, but I think that's like probably the easiest time to sing because you don't have like shit else to do. I'm not saying she wasn't busy. I'm just saying like, I mean, most people don't peak in their music career when they're like, or their singing career at least when they're like in their 50s. It's basically just like Susan Boyle and Scott Walker maybe. I'm 28. The dude doing my finger surgery is 29. All I can really say is like, get used to it. And I know what you're going through because I'm in the same boat. You spend the entire first part of your life in a bubble of cope, and that's not even a bad thing. It's normal. The cope is everybody that is doing anything important or impressive is older than me, so I am not washed because I'm not their age yet. Anything could still happen. I could miraculously start down the plastic surgery track of medical school and still graduate with my contemporaries. But then time has a way of also just going on. So you're gonna have situations like that. I've had doctors. I'm only 36. People get out of med school at like 27, 28, something like that. I've had doctors that are younger than me. And I do sometimes when I go into the office, I'm like, isn't there like a grown-up here? I'd really like to talk to a grown-up. Then you realize like, oh shit, they are the grown-up. They've had their own like physiotherapy practice for like 8 years or something like that. I'm like, what the hell? I was 21 teaching 18-year-olds last year. Yeah, that is funny. It happens though. I mean, I was probably the oldest student I had in Korea was probably like 14. It was crazy. I was like 21, right? So at the time, it was like, not even close to being peers. Now I think about it and I'm like, damn, they're like 30 years old or something like that. We're like the same age. That's messed up, man. To like 15 years go by and all of a sudden you're the same age as your old teacher? That doesn't make any sense. You ever been to Stittsville? Yes, sir. First time chatter, Jay Dinkus. I have been to Stittsville. It's kind of it's closer to the Quebec border, right? Like it's around Ottawa-ish. You ever been to Sudbury? It's a little loud. Captain Jack Sparrow. Well, the boys are out to, the gals are out to bingo, and the boys are getting stinko. We're gonna go on a Sudbury Saturday night. You know what I'm talking about, VIP Daniel? I go to work on Monday, but tonight it's only Sunday. I'll get out a win and a Guido on a Sudbury Saturday night. You think you can get content ID match for listening to Stompin' Tom Connors? This is what everyone in Canada was bumping before American culture took over. Can I just say the track list on this EP is Bud the Spud, which is a song about a potato that drives a truck. The Ketchup song, Luke's Guitar, open parentheses, Twang Twang, close parentheses, and then this song, Sudbury Saturday Night.
At a girls are out to bingo and the boys are getting stinkle. We think no more of bingo on a Sudbury Saturday night.
Bring me the fuck back, man. Bring me back. I would do anything to go back. Go to work on Monday, but tonight it's only Sunday. We forgot how to do that. Nobody's making this anymore, man. Nobody's making this anymore. This guy was doing this shit during the time of the Beatles. Yeah, but things moved a little slowly up here back then, I think. No, they weren't even drinking Sleemans to this, man. I'm pretty sure they were drinking that beer that just says Pilsner. You know, the one with like the Canadian Tire Money guy on the front of it? The label looks like Canadian Tire Money, and it's just called Pilsner from Fubar. Oh yeah, Pilsner. Old style Pilsner, man.
The glasses they will tinkle when our eyes begin to twinkle. And we think no more of Inco on a Sudbury Saturday night.
But it's actually like a protest song, because he says, we think no more of Levinko. And Levinko is like a nickel mining company in Sudbury. So they were like, fuck you, we're getting drunk. So what, we smoke weed. So what, we drink Pilsner. Provided to YouTube by Universal Music Group. Fuck! I'm fucked. Shit. Gamers, it remains July-ity. Although it's July 31st, which means, check this out, y'all. Check this out. This bad boy right here is about to be pasted, well, taped with washi tape into the month-end summary of the journal today. I'm very excited. Can you see this? This is the workout summary for July. You don't need to look too hard on it. It's just very satisfying. I've been working on this for 31 days, man. We get there. You're making me jealous? Still got a lot of work to do in the Bujo. But July-ity continues. It's July and variety. Don't say the game's gonna be booty based on the UX of the title screen, okay? It's not out yet. This is Flickshot Rogues. It's a Karam-themed roguelike that has a demo on Steam. The demo has very positive reviews, which is why we're playing it right now. Also, someone in chat recommended it. Oh, you're finally awake. That was a mighty shipwreck you and your friends got into there. Well, no time to durdle. Stretch those legs and get going. Click on your character and drag to aim your flick. Once you're ready to start your flick, click the flick button. Not happy with the flick you set up? The word has no meaning to me anymore. The word has no meaning. Click the right mouse button or the cancel button on your gamepad to reset everything. Oh, snap. If you think of it, it's basically just mini golf, man. Flick me? Looks like you've got company. The guardians of this island do not take kindly to intruders. Better get that saber of yours ready. Your current hero is the swashbuckler. They deal damage by crashing into enemies. Okay? Well, here's what's gonna happen. You don't even know what's gonna happen to you, buddy, because I'm literally gonna hit this angle right here. I'm gonna hit you like 7 times. You literally don't stand a chance. Okay, do what you're gonna do then, man. Do what you're gonna do. Do what you're gonna do then. Oh, I get to go first. Never mind. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. So first off, simply put, I'm going to mog you. Then I need to think about where I'm gonna be in the future after that. Flick me. Huge. This is exactly where I wanted to be. I wanted to be behind this rock in terms of coverage. And then we take our free shot. Never mind, y'all. So you're trying to get me? Guess what, buddy? You will never get me. Because what I'm going to do is just sneak myself right here, and you will do no damage to me. And now you're in for a world of hurt. Because I'm gonna catch you off the wall and hit you 6 times before you even wake up. You're lucky. You're like, well, one day we're going to get an item that allows us to bounce more. And when we get the item that allows us to bounce more, we're going to hit you 10 times before you even do anything. You're done, bud. Look at that. Get thee to a nunnery. Claim your rewards. 10 gold, 1 XP onwards. You ever play the Canadian game Crokinole? That's a cottage classic. Dutch Blitz, Crokinole. Euchre. I played so much Euchre and Cribbage growing up. We got to bring those back, man. Where's my Cribbage roguelike? Where's my Cribbage roguelike that has a relic where if you get 14 or 16, they just round it up or down to 15 and you score some points? That's what I've been saying. They need a Cribbage roguelike. The target market is 8 people. They need to make it, man. They need to make it. Minus 10% to your pots and your cribs, but plus 100% to the cribbing you get when you play the cards. That would be a crazy build. All of a sudden, you'd be like, be careful, that dude just made a run of 4. He's running away with it. I did like someone in chat said, finally, after 40 years, a successor to Lords of Disconia. I think that's pretty good. Oh, tough luck, buddy. Literally just got here after watching the King Botch short on YouTube, and I was reminded he was live. I hate this title. I hate it. So for people watching on YouTube, the title is King Bocce Be Like Only a Bowlsful. I've already explained it, but I'm not going to explain it any further. There was the King Botch short on YouTube. Librarian, would you care to respond? King Botch Boston Tea Party. Yeah. Only a spoonful of taxation without representation. He could have averted that whole thing, man. We could use a king. Yeah, I support the king. King Botch. Hey, NL, should I start subscribing to magazines? I don't feel comfortable saying yes. Oh no, he was tracking me. I don't feel comfortable saying yes or no. Here's what I will say. Having something in your living room that you can read casually that isn't a novel is kind of nice. As a guy who's gotten into his coffee table book, is kind of nice. Novels are also good, but I think that we live in a culture, if you'll allow me to not disguise my personal belief as something that's a widespread problem in society, which is very effective rhetorically these days, I might add. I feel like the idea is like, if I'm reading, I have to read as productively as possible. I can't simply read a magazine, which is like easily digestible throwaway content that's designed to be ephemeral. I have to start working my way through the classics. I've never read the Bronte sisters' works. I've always wanted to read Anna Karenina. It's 1,000 pages. I need to be maximizing my productivity even in my leisure time. Maybe you could just, you like sports? Maybe you're getting a copy of Sports Illustrated sent to your house bi-weekly or something like that, or semi-weekly. I always forget how those work. And then just, you're sitting down. Normally you'd look at your phone and get the opinions of the dumbest people on planet Earth beamed directly into your cerebral cortex. Instead, you'll just be like, they really think Gibbs is going to be RB2 this year, huh? Really? Gibbs is going to be RB2? I don't know about that. I got to think about that. Bijan Robinson, RB1. I don't know. Barry Gibb? I wish. How deep is your run? That's not even in the melody of the song, but I dare not try to imitate the Bee Gees. I want to draft your run, 'cause we're living in a world of quarterbacks throwing INTs when they should be handing. This is not going anywhere. There's no punchline. I apologize. Great song, though. Great song. Books and journals are expensive these days, but it's still a better pastime than this. No offense. Believe it or not, none taken. Books are expensive. Make sure you have enough money. Loading screen comment. Can we? I don't know if you're the first person to do that. I'd say it's highly doubtful. Can we make loading screen comment a thing, though? Can we make that like the newest insult on the planet? It's just like describing someone's advice as a loading screen comment or tooltip. I think that could be good, man. Like, I could really use that in Scrandle, man. Whenever someone's like, wow, that's really expensive. The food at Wembley Stadium is really expensive. Loading screen ass tooltip. The food at sporting events tends to be expensive. Perhaps you might want to consider filling up before you go to the stadium. Ass. No, I'm not saying you're an ass. I'm saying like H comment. Middle school is really like loading screens if you think about it. I actually, with God as my witness, I feel the exact opposite. And the median doesn't really matter, but it is the message. If you were to take the average North American's peak mathematical acumen, and obviously there's a wide range, when do you think the average North American is at their mathematic peak? I think the answer, I honestly think it might be 10th grade, which is not middle school. I'll explain why. There's people who probably peak in math in middle school and then don't pay attention in high school. They're on the one side of the curve. There's people who go to college for any science that are probably peaking in math a little later, maybe like freshman year if they're in biology like me, maybe sophomore, junior year if they're in like, physics or something like that. And then obviously there's people that go further and further out into the long tail and are still growing in mathematical acumen as they get older. But I think that 10th grade feels right to me because at least my school experience, pretty much everybody's doing math until the 10th grade. And then 11th grade and 12th grade, they're like, you've done your time. By the way, I'm a math enjoyer. I'm not trying to contribute to the insult of mathematics. I feel like After the 10th grade, they're like, if you want to bail on math, if you know for a fact you're going to be like a kindergarten teacher, you're free. You can do other stuff that you would rather be doing that is more applicable to your experience. And then you could take like, you know, math for normies, which is a valid stat, man, or a valid strat. My math peak was 23. But nobody likes you when you're 23. What the heck is... Gotta be a... What the heck is 12 times 3? My friends say I should act my age. Sorry, I should be playing the game as well. But there's an old Korean couple in the Tim Hortons yelling at each other over which one of them gets to have the bigger half of the chocolate croissant because their son cut it badly and screwed it all up. From what I know, secondhand, but also kind of firsthand, because my mother-in-law and father-in-law are Korean, but most of the stories I get are just from my wife. It's a lot of pressure to be the child of a Korean couple, especially as they get older. Like everybody in the millennial generation and Gen Z is kind of they're getting crushed a little bit. But I think like in cultures like that where the expectation is also that like in trying to think, and it might just not be Korean because I see librarians say it's the same with Chinese parents. The culture in Canada, at least until, I mean, maybe it's still the same and maybe it's been this way for a while. The parents kind of, the expectation is that they take care of the kids a little bit. You know, if you have the opportunity, you pay for your kids' school, give them a little money, help them out when they get married or when they're trying to buy a house or something like that. You hook them up a little bit. In Korea, it's kind of inverted, to my understanding at least. It's basically like once you become an adult, especially with like a job, you're cut off and the flow is reversed. So it's more expected that the money like flows upwards on top of the pressure of just being, you know, trying to get your own life under control. It's like you've been invested in as a child. So now it's time to like pay that investment upwards as kind of like, yeah, like a bit of a population Ponzi scheme. But trust me, as a kid, I was like, that's stupid. But now that I'm a parent, I'm like, nah, that's kind of sick. I think that's, when I was a kid, I was really glad that it flowed downwards. But now that I'm becoming like a benefactor of the other direction, I really think we should invert that. So if you have children, you're paying for your children and parents at a certain age. Yeah, that's why I feel very sympathetic for you, particularly if you're in a culture like that. And now, right now, you know, if you're my age, you might have kids that are dependent on you and then also parents who are dependent on you. So you're getting pulled in two directions simultaneously right now. That's got to be stressful. I am pro big boobs. A position that I would say most of us can get behind, even if they had a preference in the other direction. I don't think anyone would say they're anti. So you know what? I think you might be the kind of politician we need for today's divided times. Happy Gilmore 2 was a movie. As a Happy Gilmore fan, I don't really know what to say. Did you get your Hal L. Ben Stiller collectible cup from Subway? I saw if you get a foot-long combo for an extra $1, you can get a Happy Gilmore 2 collectible cup. Taking a lot of liberties with the word collectible outside of like a literal sense, I guess. Hal L. No! I like that. It's a good... Hal L. No is pretty good, man. Guys, we might be in trouble on this one. I'm just going to level with you. Back in the day, they'd find lead in those cups. They would end up on eBay for $100. Man, that's too true. Wonder if my parents still have my Hercules collectible plates from McDonald's circa like 1997. You know, I think probably my grandparents still have Star Wars Episode 1. Were they Coke or Pepsi cans? Which one owns 7-Up? I remember the Boss Nass 7-Up, man. And the Queen Amidala Diet Pepsi. Nothing hit like like July 1998. Your friend asks if you want a soda and then just rips the plastic open on the flat of Queen Amidala Diet Pepsis that they've got in their garage and hands you like a nice 91-degree Fahrenheit, absolutely sizzling TV static Queen Amidala Diet Pepsi. It was Mountain Dew. Whatever. I remember most of it. I remember my Godzilla 1998 movie theater cup. Dude, can I just say something? Everything comes back around at some point. One trend that I'm not cynical about, because it's funny, predominantly, that I would love to see come back, is... Well, maybe it never fully left as much as I thought, and I'm just out of touch. But I was gonna say, like, big songs associated with blockbuster films. It used to be like every blockbuster film had a song that came out like the summer that the movie released. And then they had like a music video that featured scenes from the movie. I'm trying to think of like, obviously there's songs from movies that have still been popular. K-pop Demon Hunters recently. You know, the songs from Barbie were doing well. But it just doesn't feel the same. It doesn't feel the same as it did in 1998, man. It's also crazy to think that like almost all of the artists involved in those works are canceled for either civil or criminal reasons. But that's just, I guess, the passage of time. Prairie's Mogu? There's literally never been a better time for me to say we're all brothers, okay? Why the hell my taxes gotta go up so that we can do more defense spending to hit 5% of GDP covering defense so we can reach an arbitrary NATO threshold just so that our copper industry gets 15% tariffs instead of 52.73725561% tariffs? It doesn't make any sense, man. We shouldn't be fighting each other. We should be uniting. Winnipeg has pregnant gamers. Okay, that's just an awesome comment. I don't really know how to respond to that. Good for them, though. I literally have nothing against Winnipeg at all. In fact, I have things for Winnipeg. They opened the Portage and Main intersection. I read that in the Globe and Mail. That seems good, so that you don't have to walk through like the piss tunnels anymore, just across the street. Also, mouth cheers for the Jets. So I have a positive view of Winnipeg in general. But I do love anytime you watch like I'll watch the Vancouver Canucks games. They're playing in like New York City. They have like the aerial shot over like Madison Square Garden and Grand Central Station and stuff like that. You know, they go to Las Vegas, they got the establishing shot of like the Las Vegas Strip. When they do that for Winnipeg, there's literally like every time they play in Winnipeg, they just show this creek. It's like half iced over and like nobody's walking around it at all because it's like minus 30 Celsius every day. They just keep showing this creek. That's the Red River? I mean, I guess if you live so close to the Pacific Ocean, then like the Red River kind of looks like a creek. That's all I'm saying. Why'd they put a bridge, or why'd they put a bench in the bike lane on the Granville Bridge? That's crazy. But can I say one more thing? Why'd they put a bench on the Granville Street Bridge? I get benches are good. There should be more benches, but you are gonna cook up there, man. You don't wanna be sitting down on that bench for more than like 3 seconds. You're literally, if you've ever walked across a bridge, especially like in the summer, being in there is like being in the air fryer. You don't want to be there. If anything, they should put one of those like airport like people movers on it so you can get across the bridge faster. And covered in brake dust, because they say the speed limit is 30, but everybody's doing like 80 on the bridge anyway. It's just not a pleasant place to relax. Anyone in Canada give a shit about American football? Yeah, for sure. It's probably, if I had to guess, I think the NFL is probably the second most popular sport in Canada. I would say it's tough because actually they're all popular. Like I still think the NHL is number one. The NBA is really popular, but the NFL is like, it's really popular. And the MLB is really popular. Canadians love sports, bro, except for some of them who like different stuff, which is cool too. I only care about the Ticats. I was watching, it was probably like a month ago, I caught the end of like a BC Lions Montreal Alouettes game, and like the players got into like a genuine fist fight at the end of the game. Like there was almost like a melee broke out, like a brawl, and the announcers were like, "Oh, you hate to see that." And I was like, "Yeah, you hate to see that. It's the CFL." Like, I'm not not to insult my own country. Like, I mean, you can still get pissed off at something the other team's doing. Don't get me wrong, but I was like, you guys you can't be fighting each other on CFL salaries. Like in the NFL, sure, man. I mean, Gilbert Arenas was beefing with his teammates. We don't really talk about that too much. So, Fury of the Storm, your strikes gain 50% radius? Yes, man, absolutely. He's going to jail. It's literally not illegal to be accused of being a landlord who gets paid for running illegal poker games that may or may not also have some sex work going on. It's not illegal to be accused of that. It's only illegal if you get found guilty in a court of law. Having custom illegal gambling tables with your name on it. It's not illegal to have a table. They have to prove that they use the table for illegal gambling. It's not illegal to have a custom illegal gambling table. It's only illegal to illegally gamble on it. I was reading the article about it, and I saw Gilbert Arenas' lawyer was like, I haven't talked to my client except for this morning, but what do you want me to say? There's a presumption of innocence until proven guilty. I'm like, he's right, but he couldn't get like a better lawyer than that? That seemed like a really bad statement. I mean, he's already guilty in the court of public opinion, and nothing the lawyer says is probably going to change that. But him saying, like, what do you want me to say is, like, kind of insane. This is fucking Paul Giamatti from the Tim Burton Planet of the Apes movie. I'll tell you that 100%. That's Paul Giamatti right there. Go look it up. If you're like, I don't get it, go type in Paul Giamatti, Tim Burton, Planet of the Apes 2001 and tell me what the first image result is. I'm back from Googling the movie. I saw that in theaters. You wouldn't know shit about that. I saw Tim Burton's Planet of the Apes in theaters. Why did he make so much dog shit from 2008 to 2016? Tim Burton? I think, honestly, that's, if I may say so, and I don't hate Tim Burton, but I think that's a charitable look at Tim Burton's filmography, if I may be so bold. Because I think that if you take Big Fish out of the equation, he was making bad stuff from like 2001 until Beetlejuice. He had an aberration with Big Fish, which is like a really, really good movie that was out of form in the sense that it was way better than the rest of the movies that he made in that corresponding period. Okay, actually, Sweeney Todd is good. You're right about that one. There might be some room to appreciate the Johnny Depp Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, even though I think it's pretty bad. I'm willing to be like, it had a unique vision and aesthetic for the film. If you like it, I don't hate you. If you like the Alice in Wonderland movies, like the live action ones, we're beefing. First Pirates was good? That's not Tim Burton, bro. You're ascribing to Tim Burton the works of Gore Verbinski. Gore Verbinski, the GOAT? God is my witness, could not tell you another movie Gore Verbinski has directed that is not a Pirates of the Caribbean movie. I'm sure he must have done some stuff before he did Pirates to get the Pirates contract, but I have no idea what it was. He directed The Ring? That's wild, man. I thought that was Peter Jackson. You know what's crazy is that, and I shouldn't speak this into existence, obviously, but they really do, really dilly do. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I was gonna say it's stunning that like they haven't seen the franchise potential in 12 Angry Men yet, because there's 12 jurors who are all like fairly well characterized and doesn't the American movie-going audience want to know why juror number 2 is so Machiavellian? Why juror number 12 is so laissez-faire about the carriage of justice? Like what? Oh, it's an on cinema at the cinema bit? All right, I'll stop. But that's smart. That's a good bit. It's a good bit because it highlights a little something about the culture we live in, I think. And such as many U.S. Americans don't have maps. They should make a female-led version of it. They already did, Ocean's 8. Which many people are calling the second best Ocean's movie after 11. Let's not go crazy. You just don't like it because it has Aquafina in it, bro. If it had Evian in it, you would be like, wow, this movie's pretty good. this movie's pretty decent, but because it's got Aquafina in it, Vincent Cassel doing backflips clears. Guy who confuses Vincent Gallo and Vincent Cassel, that guy is me, by the way. I confuse him every single time. Yeah, did you know? And Vincent Gallo, he got his dick sucked for real in Ocean's 13. You know that scene in Ocean's 13 where Vincent Cassel gets his dick sucked? That really happened, man. You guys ever see The Brown Bunny? You guys, yeah. Does anybody know what the hell I'm talking about? All right, well, that was Flickshot Rogues. I'm going to be honest, it's fun to play. Setting the vector is fun. Breaking the game by stacking up all your powers on one individual, fun. If I may say something, demo a little bit too easy, I think. But I also don't know, I'm just now spitballing. I don't know if it would be better if they just hit you more often. Basically, I'm saying like this piece of constructive feedback is like, you got to redesign the game from the ground up. But I almost feel like instead, because you know so specifically where you're going to end up, instead of having 300 HP and enemies do like 20 or something like that, I think you need to give your dude like 3 pips. And every time you get hit, you lose a pip. And if you lose 3 pips, you're done or something like that. Because it just seems like that I was almost never getting hit. And then when I got hit, I was also like, I don't really care because I get hit so infrequently. And I can heal so often. Or, I don't know, yeah, maybe like, I mean, people might hate you for this one. Because it does feel satisfying to like place yourself exactly where you want to be. So maybe you don't want to obscure like the vector end position. Maybe like you have the specificity to figure out exactly where you're going to land, but you have much, much less HP. Or there's a little obfuscation where you're going to land and the HP system stays the same. But that, again, please don't just do this because I said it. I'm just one guy. That's flick shot. It's done. Consider it done. And the character should be NFTs. What's this game you want me to check out? Konfronto. Sci-fi roguelike autobattler? Sci-fi roguelike autobattler where you command an intergalactic carrier outfitting it with new spacecraft and technologies to take on other players in asynchronous multiplayer? Whoa, 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 whoa. 82% positive reviews? Listen, that's a little, it's not bad, but it's a little on the light side. When I see 35 reviews, I really want to see that at 100. Konfronto's addictive. Better than backpack battles. It's fun. GPU cooker. Tested on 3090 Ti, Windows 10. Both got quite toasty. Game is fun but crashes quite often. Gameplay loop is addictive. Excellent game. If you like backpack battles, it's that, but in space. Let's give it a try. Konfronto.
Welcome to Konfronto, the inventory management space battler. Let's get you started in warp mode.
Why does it sound like Dadbod Veteran?
Without any advanced gameplay thingamajigs. We've put you in command of a very expensive intergalactic carrier, and your job is to destroy everyone and everything you encounter. Simple. You'll start each round in the trader with a healthy outlay of credits, with which you can buy cargo and crew. Cargo is placed in the revealed sections of your carrier, but crew are more versatile. They can pilot your ship, adding bonuses in battle, but also unlock new areas for your cargo, and are able to activate powerful locked systems on board your carrier. I do need to ask
I'm sorry, I don't know what he's saying.
Once you've spent all your credits,
For some reason, the words are entering my ears, but they're not catching on my brain. They're all like, they're like falling through the cracks.
If you can earn 10 medals before losing all your lives, we will deem your run a victory. You will be showered with praise, and your carrier is uploaded to a tournament to face other winners. If you lose, your carrier will instead be fired into a black hole, never to be seen again. If you are lucky.
FTL SAP? It's FTL SAP?
Once you've mastered warp mode, another challenge, such as single-player modes, pitting you against powerful
Such as
pre-built
single-player
enemies,
modes.
or other multiplayer events with strange modifiers requiring entirely new strategies to be victorious. Best of luck, Commander. See you in the stars. How do we turn this off?
Oh, snap. It passes the squam test for sure. What's the squam test? Does it sound like something you want to do this to? The tempo's a little weird. I don't want to take it halftime. Turns into like a fighting game idle animation. But if you take it at like the time that it normally is, you're doing too much with it. What the heck was that? You don't know this one? That's all I got, man. All I got is like the boxing stance and then rolling your shoulders a little bit. That's all I got. With your doing the poly walnuts the whole time? That's all I got. I got raise the roof too. I got raise the roof. All right, chat. We're playing Konfronto. What is Konfronto? Konfronto is I don't know if it's a roguelike. It looks like Super Auto Pets meets FTL. So you have a ship. It's like backpack battles too. You buy items, you put them on your ship, you place them. They get bonuses for things that are placed around them. Then you go up against another spaceship and they go beep, 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 and if you win 10 in a row, then you won. This is your carrier. Your job is to outfit it with cargo and crew from the trader to defeat other starship commanders. Use the mouse to drag items from the trader with your mouse into any of the unlocked sections of your carrier. Whilst dragging, you can rotate. Choose your items and where to place them wisely. Your opponents will do the same. Defeat 10 opponents, you'll be victorious. Okay, let's see what we got. Colonial Adder. It's a spaceship. Gives you plus 20 attack for each spaceship on green. I have 160 credits. Okay. Systems are special cargo. Bound to tiles in your carrier. Once a system tile is unlocked, you get to choose one of 2 powerful system effects for it to become. Okay. Okay. Oh, and you can also hire crew. They have 2 uses. Firstly, they can pilot any of your spaceships with available slots. Secondly, they can unlock more tiles. Schmuck Rogers gives passive plus 10 attack in the pilot. Place this crew on a locked tile to unlock it after the next battle. Let's see, man. Who we got? Lazarus Holmes Fishery. We know what these games are like, man. Don't be surprised if we have absolutely no idea what's happening for a bit. But eventually we'll be like, oh no, his hyper-reactor went off before mine. All right, buddy. I think you stepped into the wrong arena today, my friend. You stepped into the wrong arena. I have 200 HP and you are dead. They're dead, Commander. Victory is achieved by winning 10 battles in a run. However, if you're defeated 5 times, your run's over. Do well enough across multiple runs and you'll improve your ranking and face more fearsome opponents. It's a duck. They got a lot of spaceships, man. That seems scary for a fellow like me. But honestly, the thing I know about autobattlers, you always get a perfect run on your first game. I think that the devs just build it like that, like they give you bots or something like that. And then you're like, what? I'm the greatest person that's ever played this. And then in your second round, you get the absolute piss knocked out of you. Who's this? Natsuki? That's all right. Yeah, give me more Doom. Give me more Doom, because guess what? Now you've given me Doom, I'm going to give you Doom. And when I give you Doom, we get 40 shield. And when we get 40 shield, it makes mana burn do more damage, bro. Oh! Did you hear that? You're in a world of hurt, man. You're in a world of hurt as soon as I get to attack again. As soon as I get to attack one more time, it's over for you. It's over for you. You have nothing that gives them Doom? I'm not going to ask you to beg for your life in chat, Onion Crust. And the reason is because I'm pogging up too much right now. If the enemy carrier gained Doom this turn, gain 40 shield. Oh, but you don't have anything that gives them Doom. Oh, really? On attack, if you have 15 or more doom, remove 15 doom from your carrier and apply it to the enemy carrier. What do you think about that? That looks bad. Their stuff looks mighty crammed in. And I recognize like 15 pilots from other IPs. Their stuff looks condensed, man. That's spooky. Oh, jeez! They all attack at the same time. Hang on, we might Mog, actually. Yeah, these are other players, hypothetically at least. I mean, when you're a super auto pets legend like me, you can't let yourself get super excited about getting 10 wins. It's just, you know, it's just another step on the hedonic treadmill. And I don't even use Galaxy Fitness anymore. I'll be damned, we actually did it. Victory. Konfronto. And I don't use paint, people. I don't use paint. That's the other thing. It basically is backpack battles in space. All right, Che, you got me thinking. Plux, it's not a knock on you, okay? Metal Mayhem or whatever game it's called that you recommended. I looked it up and I'm always wary, and I'll play it when it comes out. I'm wary of AAA roguelikes. I feel like only Night Rain has nailed it, but. Right, I took a look at it. Also, I'm not sure my PC can run it. But I took a look at Merge Maestro. It's $3.49. SAP aesthetics. Combine hundreds of unique emojis in this roguelike merge builder. Recent reviews 100% positive. All reviews 100% positive. Now, mind you, there's only 23, but still. Has he played Void War? I looked at it for a while, 2 months ago, but then someone in chat, and one person can have a huge impact on the world, never forget that. One person said, it's FTL for people that use Vim, and I said, that's not me. Has he played Nick Drake's 5 Leaves Left? You will be the one that takes you to the fight, I will be the one that would... Actually, I think that's off Pink Moon, now that I think about it. Be more like, what is it? Is that... Gonna see the Riverman. Gonna tell him about the plan for being weird. He says something like that. Streets are saying Nick Drake might make a comeback. Streets are saying Nick Drake, he not like us. But those 3 albums are pretty good. Even if he is not like us, I mean, 5 Leaves Left, Brighter Later, Pink Moon. Hard to separate the art from the artist on that one. There is a cribbage roguelike. No shot, man. That's crazy. We're really, every once in a while, you got to take a step back and just look and be like, the world was made for me right now. The world of Steam, this little corner of the world was made for me right now. I used to dream about days like this, man. This is crazy. They got a roguelike for everything, and it's awesome. We're playing Merge Maestro. You guys aren't ready for the aesthetics on this one, okay? It's giving Super Auto Pets. It's giving... it's not giving mobile game, and even if it did, I wouldn't mean that derisively. It's giving kind of like, you must build a boat. It's given a little bit of threes. We don't talk about 2048 here. So how did this get recommended? Pardon me, I just burped. I kind of got a big one, actually. You're so lucky I'm muted. This looks mobile as hell. What are you talking about? Have you seen a mobile game since 2012? Mobile games now look like the movie Transformers from 2007, okay? They're literally, like, a mobile game is now becoming a completely different thing. If you say something looks like a mobile game, then it's like anytime you press a button, it goes ding, 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 and beams of light shoot out of a chest, and then they go... And then they like interlock and spin as they explode into outer space in like fireworks, and then they rain down on like a beautifully rendered environment, and then it's like SR. Anyway, one person in chat told me to play this, and then I looked it up and it had 100% positive reviews, and it looked up my alley, so we're gonna give it a try, and we're gonna figure out what the heck we're doing with it. Hello, you look new here, so I'll give you a few hints along the way. Alright. If you find me annoying, though, just go into options and disable me. I would never. Let's get started. Tap the board on any square to place a token. You know what? That was so good. Why don't you do it again? Now drag them on top of each other. They do not need to be next to each other. Amazing. You created a level 2 token by merging 2 level 1 tokens. You can only merge tokens that are the same. Merging 2 tokens will create a higher level token. Placing tokens and merging tokens uses an action. You have 4 actions every turn. The counter on the top left shows you have just 1 action left. Below the board, you can see the queued token, which is placed the next time you tap the board. Tap the board to place it now. Enemies spawn at the end of every turn during a wave except the last one. The wave bar tracks your progress during a wave. Enemies have health. You'll need to deal that much damage to defeat them. Welcome back, Sap, man. Thankfully, your tokens do more than just look cute. You can see the current set of tokens on the bottom right. The most basic are level 1s that go all the way up to level 8s. Tap it to see what they do. Attack 1, attack 1, attack 1, attack 1, attack 1, attack. They each attack 1 whenever they appear, which is whenever you place them onto the board or merge into them. By default, your tokens always attack the leftmost enemy. At the start of a run, all your tokens are the same, but you'll gradually get more powerful ones. Here, I've changed your level 3 into a sword, which does 5 when you attack. From now on, whenever you place a level 3 or merge 2 level 2s, a sword will appear and attack for 5. That's all you need. Okay. Let's merge. Let's place a level 1. You're literally dead. Let's place a level 1 and merge. Maybe you don't want to merge there. We want to save some damage. Let's place a level 2. Let's place a level 1. Let's place a level 1. Let's burn and merge so we can place a sword next time. It's that simple. It's that simple, nephew. You want to take 3 damage? Okay, be my guest. This is the market. At the end of every wave, you will get to choose a new token to replace one in your set. 3 choices! 3 things! At the end of every wave, you get to choose a new token to replace one in your set. Each token in the game is unique, so read them carefully. Each token tells you which level it will replace. Ah, so these would replace my sword. Higher level tokens are more powerful. When you choose it, all tokens of that level on the board and in the future will become that new token. You can also reroll, which you get from the market. Okay, your starting basic tokens are weak. Replace them with stronger ones. We'd like to do, you know what, let's see what happens here. This should become a newspaper, do a bunch of damage and buff this too that's about to come out. You buffed a token. You can tell a token is buffed when it's glowing. The next time this attacks, it will deal extra damage. Buffs are temporary and the token will lose it after its next attack. You can hover over the eyes to quickly show you how much each token will attack or buff for. Huge. When's the roguelike bubble gonna pop? You know, you're talking about a game that has 23 reviews on Steam, by the way. It's not like, it's just, I don't know if I call it a bubble because 23 people have bought and reviewed it. Pretty sure that Lord of the Rings game that got a 4 out of 10 on IGN has like 8,000 reviews on Steam right now. Maybe you should turn your attention to that, man. To beat the game, you have to survive and beat the boss at wave 15. If all 4 slots are ever full, the front enemy attacks you and you lose a heart. Lose 4 hearts and it's game over. But don't worry, you heal 1 at the end of every wave. Good luck. Time to pick a new power. At the start of wave 10 and 5, you get to pick a new power. These can be strong effects that boost you as soon as you pick them, or continuous persistent abilities that affect your tokens for the rest of the game. You don't get any rerolls, so choose wisely. Whenever a token consumes, create a queued token. Change your level 5 to a basket. Your baskets trigger the appear effects of all other tokens on the board. Yes, please. I will choose laundry day. One of my favorite chores to put in my journal. I love to fold laundry and then write fold laundry and then cross it out. Feels like stolen valor if you write it after the fact. Yeah, but who am I stealing valor from? I'm stealing the valor from myself. You can't steal valor from yourself because you possess the valor after you stole it. Ergo, free XP. Well, I mean, it's not uncommon for me to not fully understand what's going on. By the way, I've been looking at, anytime you've seen me misplace something, I've been looking at this thinking it's the Q, and I'm now realizing I'm stupid and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But I was like, what the hell? I thought a puzzle piece was coming next every single time. All right, I think this is a simple one. We gotta build up a little bit here. We're running out of ammo. We're running out of dry powder. 13 damage, going to be kind of nasty. You survived longer than I expected, so here's some general tips. If you're ever unsure what a token does, tap it. And if you want to see what enemies are spawning, tap the wave. Survive the wave 15 to finish the run. Loading screen ass tool tip. Always wanted to say that. NL doesn't know what he's doing. Hang on. Malumin Z. First off, I haven't taken any damage on my first run ever. Secondly, I saw you typing. What was it that you typed about an hour and a half ago? And you think you're slick with your uppercase I instead of an L, huh? Unfortunately, someone gifted me a subscription to a VTuber whose name starts with the exact same letters, so I'm having a hard time using autocomplete right now. We're getting there. 1 second. Chat, post their name again. Post their name one more time. Malin _ SE. Okay, I got you. I've got you on my sights. /user. It is good detective music for this. Okay, they've popped up. 999 plus messages. Account created 10 years ago. Following for 4 years. I'm just goofy. Okay, wait. Hang on. What was it? Hang on. There's a lot of messages in here, unfortunately. Actually, it wasn't even that bad. It just pissed me off. I also like your message that says, we're wasp guys. Of course, people don't think we're pollinators. I think the message that pissed me off was, I am localthunk alternate account. Please report this game for duplication privacy. It is stolen version of Balatro, please. That one I saw it and I went, holds up spork. But yeah, apart from that, you haven't really done anything wrong. You're okay. I basically don't know what I'm doing, and that shows. The chatter was right for that one. But we seem to be doing very well. Now this is huge, because watch this. You got a phone. Combine the phone into a sword. Combine the sword into a light bulb. It's actually going to do way too much damage. Put a sword down here first, then combine sword into a light bulb. 16 damage plus a little bonus on top. We run this town. We run this town. And then at any point, we can create a laundry basket. But the best time to create a laundry basket is when we got a bucket full of swords. So let's get our swords popping first. So we get these down. Oh, you got problems. Sword, 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 sword. And now if we get someone like you, for example, someone like you, I'm getting it, man. I'm getting it. Okay, and then we place, and we place, and we place. And we want as many swords as possible before we create a laundry basket. 2 of these, and then a basket. And the basket, it pretty much, it clears the bench for us, which is beautiful. And we got more baskets where that came from, just for the record. We drop a music note. We drop a phone. And we created, well, you guys got real problems, because we're creating another basket. Then, more swords. Swords become light bulbs. I gotta think about that. Baskets become couches. Now I'm sounding insane. That's pretty good, though. Merging into phones is pretty good, man. Mazzy Star was crazy for that one, but they weren't wrong. I'm gonna need more swords. It's this. Give it a second. It's that. We combine those. I know this looks wrong right now. We need more swords before we do what I want to do. Okay? Yeah. Hit me. Go ahead. Hit me. I want you to hit me. It's combine. Combine. And then basket. And you're done. It's that easy. It's that easy. New high score. And I didn't even know what I was doing for the first half of the game, bro. Wrenches become headphones. Bikes become wrenches. Bike on the corner. Oh, I own you. I own you, dude. I own you. Oh no. There's a lot of stuff. Oh, wait, there's a lot of stuff. Oh, yeah. Oh, is there? Is there a lot of stuff? Is there a lot of stuff you're worried about? A lot of flies on the board? Yeah, no, I understand. Oh, turns out it doesn't matter because we own you. Looking like the electronics section of Best Buy right now. This is the most... Oh, he has the hat. He can double spin the fire truck game you've ever played.
Oh, fire truck. He's wearing the hat too, so he could do the double spin. Sets it up by knocking him over. Yep. I would tower here. 2 blocks, nice. All right, it's time to double spin. There's the hat. Oh, he went too far. Oh, is this guy a rookie?
It's self-explanatory, man. The bikes have to be on corners, and then they become wrenches, which buff headphones, which turn into honey badgers. I don't. Reading the card explains the card, man. Faintbunny's back. It's crazy because summer vacation was like it should have started like a month and a half ago or something. More caskets. It's the most salad sorting game of all time. You would say that about chess if you didn't grow up knowing that chess has cultural cachet. This could be the new chess. It might already be. You're so far behind the times. It would disgust me if it didn't give me a bit of a thrill for allowing me to easily make tastes like this. No fog of war. That's true. No fog of war. Now we got 2 hospitals. You know what 2 hospitals makes, bro? 2 hospitals makes a mind blown, but we don't have to use the mind blown until we see the boss come out. Chibli, this is not your fault. It's literally a product of the time zone in which you live. You literally always join after me playing stuff for like 3 hours. And then you go, what is this NLslop? Well, you missed the NLslop we played earlier, man. Now I'm on pure slop now. And I mean that in the most complimentary way possible. Merge out of the corner, bike in the corner. It's that simple, bro. You merge out of the corner, you put a bike in the corner. It's now we can start building level 5s. You go here, that's not a bike in the corner. You know what you do? Merge bikes out of the corner, bike in the corner. Merge bikes out of the corner, guaranteed bike in the corner, bro! It's so easy! Merge bikes out of the corner, you get a bike in the corner. When you only got 1 space, it has to go there. It's gonna be merge your bikes out of the corner to get a bike on a corner. Out of the corner to get a bike on a corner. It's gotta be a trident, I'm afraid. Which means we don't take damage this turn. And then this is guaranteed bike on a corner. That's huge. And then we're back. You know why we're back? Trident. Violin triggers all bikes on all corners. And then this opens up space to merge here and put another bike on the corner. Exactly. It's bike on the corner. It's bike on the corner. All day, every day. You're gonna become a trident. You're gonna become a trident. And while you're here, it's gonna be all bikes on all corners. And then it's gonna be bike here. And the reason you put a bike there is also simple, because then put a bike here, you put a bike here, all of a sudden, you got bikes on corners. It's gonna be a bike here and a bike here. You might say, why the bike there? It's simple. Guaranteed bike on a corner. Then you do this, guaranteed bike on a corner. This game is speaking to my unique brand of insanity. Because I understand exactly what's happening. There's a whole flow chart and I'm moving through it at a breakneck pace. I completely understand it. I completely understand. It makes so much sense, man. First thing I would do is clear some space. So this does not create a bike on a corner, but it does lead to triggering all bikes on all corners, which is very big for us. Unfortunately, we lost some bikes on corners there, but we'll rectify that by placing a bike on the corner and a bike on the corner. And now we're right back where we started. We're right back where and we got extra bikes, man. You put a bike on the corner, merge it into a bike. You're very annoying to place, but it kind of doesn't matter. I think we need to go trident. Guys, I created the queued token 3 times. The queued token, unfortunately, was a microbe. I've completely destroyed my board. That's a problem. That's a problem that I'm not completely sure that bikes on corners is gonna get us out of. You gotta get. I know you're like, why are you not attacking anything? You don't get it, man. You don't get it. You just don't get it. There's a stepwise process we have to go through first. We're gonna get there. First, we have to put all the bikes out so that every time we combine, we're making bikes on corners. And then we get close to lethal. We get very close to lethal. Wait, at the end of your turn, trigger your lowest level token 4 times, then destroy it. Change your level 3 to a teapot. Whenever a token consumes tea, create an exact copy twice. I don't know, man. Give me contractor. It's destroying bikes, which means we can put more bikes on corners. It's a bike on a corner. This is where we're recreating ourselves, okay? This creates a trident. Trident. All bikes on all corners. We need to get the tempo back. Okay. Microbe. Microbe's not great, but whatever. You destroy my bikes on corners. Follow it up. High percentage chance to get a bike on a corner. No bike on the corner. That calls for a bike on the corner. It's going to be trident, trident, violin, all bikes on all corners. Place another one. I mean, we gotta get through this, man. This is crazy. What do you do again? You create 3 copies of the cute thing. That's bikes on corners, bro. 3 copies of the cute thing is bikes on corners by a mile. No bikes on corners? Are you crazy? Okay, well then combine these and we're gonna get a bike on a corner. Oh, bike on the edge. When this consumes. No, I don't think we'll be consuming today. Unless you want to consume more contents about bikes on corners. In which case, I got you. Give each subsequent attack by the same token in the same action plus 2 attack? Is that not insane? Aren't my bikes going to do like 3 damage each the more often they attack? Crab seems insane. And it replaces printer, which I didn't even know what it did. Sharks are still going to kill you? I'm not worried about sharks. I'm worried about bikes. You seem to be confused. It's a bike. It's a bike. Bob had a baby. It's a bike. Combine away here. Next time we place, we get a bike on a corner. And then 3 bikes on 3 corners on no corners. we need a crab for the future. It's the only way we survive. It's the only way we thrive. 34 damage shark. Okay, this is what you were talking about. First off, 3 bikes. Bike on the corner. Bike on the corner. That's book. That's book. Okay, we got some time to figure this one out. We still got a little time. We're killing him! Don't give me anything. Don't give me anything. We literally run this town. What is going on? Please sort your salad to proceed. Following the track. We're going to take a little hit here. We're going to take a little damage. We're going to put a bike not on the corner. What did they just destroy? What did that destroy? Now, you're a real issue. You're a real problem. Hey, Kangaroosta, thank you for the gifted subscriptions, by the way. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. 50 bikes and 50 corners. That's what it's all about, man. You could combine to make a bike on the corner. This has to be done. This has to be done. Please tell me that it triggered the wrong bike on the wrong corner, bro. Devastating. I think we're in trouble. I think we need more. I think we need more crabs. Less not. Oh, you're right. I need the bikes to for sure be triggered. I need to kill you on this turn. That strikes me as something that's going to be difficult to come to pass. A record's not going to do it. No! Okay. I'm gonna take the world's fastest pee. I'm gonna be back. I got one more before I gotta leave. I'll be right back. 10-minute warning. Appreciate. Thank you. We're gonna make it. I appreciate that. Thank you. If this is 4 or more attack 0 to the first 2 enemies and level up. We can do that. We can do that by just feeding you a beer. Beers on corners? We got bikes on corners. Now we got beers on corners, bro. 4 or more attack. No, it needs something else needs to drink a beer first. Something else needs to drink a beer first. Okay, now we're talking. Now we're... Yeah, me. Good one, man. Good one. Every time they do it for the buff. They do it for the buff. More beers. More beers. Waiter, more beers, please. What does the dolphin do? After 3 turns, create a beer. It's crazy. All right, I do need something out there that attacks, though. Oh, like, for example, a swan? When a level 6 or above appears, create a random fruit twice. Change your level 1 to a random upgraded level 4. Too spicy for a guy like me. Whenever a token's destroyed, create 2 bananas. We got beers, we got bananas, we got everything. We skip. You're gonna destroy a token, which is gonna create a banana. 2 bananas. What do bananas do? Buff token by 4 attack. Has +2 for each banana on the field. Place me. Place me. You're not doing any damage, so I don't care. Merge and die. Have 8 consumables on the board. Chef emoji. Okay. Oh, fuck. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. It's psychotic. What I got going on here is psychotic. You get a jellyfish, it's full of beer. He's about to create another beer. I got nothing to give the beer to. I hate to do it. Something's got to be done. Get that trash out of here, man. Or maybe it's good that you're... It's not good. It's not good at all. That's all right. We're okay, and I'll tell you why. Because swans are great at drinking beers. Another swan that drinks a beer. It's that simple. Now, I don't know what we're going to do about these bananas. Now we got fantastic. Now we got a juice box out here. Create an exact copy of a level 1 token. After 20 turns, transforms into wine. Beautiful, beautiful. Does anyone know what the hell's going on? What am I doing? I gotta get some bananas off the board. I'm sorry. I gotta get the bananas off the board. Even if this kills you, I got it because oh my god. I just got an achievement that said this guy's doing over 100 attack, but also he's now disappeared. We need beers. We need beers. So, what do? Oyster. Buffs a whiskey, by the way. Jellyfish. Only created 1 beer. Kind of stings. Beer's only buffed by 7 attack. 5 multi-strike. Still gonna put you out there. I don't know if we can combine the multi-strike with the beer. We have to try. So buff it by 7. And then give it multi-strike as well. You can. You absolutely can. You absolutely can. Which means we can do anything. We just need more jellyfish. Obviously you need a beer. Obviously you need a beer. Obviously you need a whiskey. And then you need to be placed on the freaking board, bro. Yes! Oh, slash marker, I gotta go. Slash marker, I gotta go. Let's merge. Maestro. Sorry, y'all, I was muted. I said there's no message that says she's ready to go, but I gotta go. So goodbye. All right. Lights go out and my cock file off. I can't sing about a ticking clock. Said I sucked a cock. I sucked a cock for you. And I swallowed 2. And it was all yellow.
Oh no.
Never said it was an orgasm. Said he swallowed.
With a kiss is really funny.
In your eyes. You guys like Peter Gabriel?
Of course.
In your eyes, I am complete. In your
In
your eyes, my penis sleeps.
In your eyes.
Oh, okay.
For all my semen, for all my cum. I can feel you coming in my hair tonight. Wait for it, wait for it.
No.
Oh, Gord. And I've been waiting for this semen all my life. Where is your member? And the penis is slow. It's different for you and me. Do you remember the 20th time you sucked my member? We were breaking the confines of gender and sucking the night away. You can't hate it because I woked it. I woked it.